Republicans pushed it out into the private marketplace, creating more efficiencies, while at the same time providing this more modest safety net for farmers. By making it more difficult for the private sector to make money in the crop insurance program, it's going to push it likely, I think a result could be pushing it back into a single-payer Obamacare-style crop insurance program, and that's exactly the wrong direction. And for that reason, I can't support the deal.
That is Congressman Kevin Cramer talking about the budget deal that would cut crop insurance by roughly $3 billion. Farmers aren't happy, and clearly, obviously, crop insurance companies are not happy as well. That's a conversation that Kevin had with our Valley News Live Washington, D.C. correspondent Kelly Meyer, and she joins us now. Kelly, thanks so much for joining us. I guess let's get started here with, you had a really nice long conversation with Congressman Cramer about this budget deal. What else really jumped out to you in his conversation about the budget, along with the crop insurance aspect?
Well, so I think overall, Congressman Cramer was saying that it wasn't really a bad deal, but he did have the part about the crop insurance piece that he said he didn't agree with. He said it would make it impossible for crop insurance agencies to continue doing their business. He said, quote, that it would put stress on the crop insurance agencies and drive many of them out of business, and the farmer has to find the insurance another way.
Yeah, not good. Even the House Ag Chairman Mike Conway said, hey, this is basically going to flush insurance companies out of business. So we'll see what happens, obviously, with this budget deal. It sounds like it's going to pass, even as Congressman Cramer says no to it. Let's move on to, obviously, Representative Paul Ryan. It was just announced that he had 200 votes come out of the caucus. He clearly needs 218 to become the next speaker. You just heard his comments on the Hill. What did he have to say about getting only 200 votes and obviously potentially winning the entire vote tomorrow?
Well, it does seem like that he is going to be the next speaker. That's what the talk is all around the House here today. We were just down there waiting for him to come out, and I think everyone knows that this is going to be the next step. He will be known as Speaker Paul Ryan, and I don't know if they're going to work towards getting more of those votes this evening. We're kind of waiting to see what happens later on tonight, but the vote again will be tomorrow with the full House, and everyone is looking towards Speaker Ryan.
Is there any other, though, bargaining chips? I mean, I think most people are stunned he didn't walk out of the caucus with the full 218. Are there any other bargaining chips that maybe this Freedom Caucus is trying to utilize in order to get him to the 218 coming out of his own caucus?
I haven't heard yet what exactly they're going to, agree on. I know he had his conditions last week. We were covering the press conference for you guys, and I'm not sure if all of his conditions were met, but obviously last week he said he got 2/3 of the Freedom Caucus, gaining support from 2/3 of them. So we're waiting to see if, he can regain that for tomorrow, and it seems like they did strike up a deal. We're not exactly sure what they agreed and didn't agree on, but it seemed like they can bridge that gap. I think most of the people here want to see that divide that was between the conservative side and GOP leadership to, that Paul Ryan can bridge that and get everyone going forward, get them back on the right track.
Obviously, Speaker of the House, very, very tough job right now. Another potentially very, very tough job is being a president of the United States. Big GOP presidential debate in Colorado. For the first time, maybe ever, at least in a long time, Donald Trump coming in second place in a national poll. He's way behind, obviously, in Iowa, and that is to Dr. Ben Carson. Your thoughts, Kelly, and what we can expect to see from Donald Trump then? Is he going to go after Carson, or do you think he pulls another strategy?
I don't know. I mean, everyone's pinning those two against each other for tonight. I'm definitely interested to see what happens. But speaking of the budget, everyone's saying that will be that piñata used tonight. They're going to be attacking the budget that was put in place, that 2-year budget deal. But the House is supposed to vote on that today at 4, actually. Senate may be voting on that tomorrow. But that might be the topic of discussion tonight in the Republican presidential debate.
Very much so. Kelly Meyer, Valley News Live, Washington, D.C. correspondent. Thank you very, very much for the insight and your time. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Now, speaking about the crop insurance piece as well, obviously you're going to see the committees come together from the Senate and the House and hopefully sit down and try to work this thing out. So it sounds like there are going to be some cuts to the crop insurance, but ultimately maybe the final deal hopefully is not going to be the $3 billion mark we're hearing right now in this agreement between President Obama and soon-to-be former Speaker John Boehner. Stay with us. We're going to tell you what's coming up the rest of the week and maybe even a little bit into next week right after this.